Hello, Internet. I'm me. And this is My Little Pony Season 2, Episode, Yep, it's that episode. I don't know which one it is, but it's that episode. This is another Cutie Mark Crusader episode. Brilliant. And honestly, I'm going to start out with this. This is a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, a lot of you are not going to be happy about that because it seems very average. And yeah, this episode was very average. Though it has some good concepts, I really was actually hoping that this episode would have gone someplace a bit better. And there was actually a funny little thing that happens near the end with Scootaloo in her dreams that I kind of thought when the first time I saw it, I thought, that might be interesting. But as the episode kept going, kind of brought up some questions of mine. All right, let's take it from the beginning. Uh, Scootaloo is scooting through Ponyville on her scooter, pretty much making herself her own moped, which begs the question: when she grows up, will she become her own motorcycle? Anywho, so Scootaloo's riding through Ponyville, jumps off of a overturned cart, using it as a ramp, then says hi to Rainbow Dash, and then and Rainbow Dash goes, "Nice moves, kid." Drinking a drink on her stomach as she's flying upside down and backwards. You gotta admit, Rainbow Dash is badass that way. And Scootaloo falls into a haystack. And it's just like, uh-oh, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, she goes back and tells the other Cutie Mark Crusaders, a.k.a. slash backslash Rainbow Dash's fan club, which I thought were another set of ponies, but I might be mistaken on that one. But yeah, she goes back and tells her how awesome Rainbow Dash is, and they were like, you know what? You should probably spend more time with Rainbow Dash. And she was like, yeah, she'll probably teach me everything she knows, like flying and everything. And they're like, all right, cool. So to spend time with her, how about you go on a camping trip with us? Me and Apple Bloom's like, me and Applejack are going on a camping trip. Who wants to come with? Sweetie Belle's like, I can get Rarity to come. And they're like, Rarity camping trip? She's like, trust me. And of course, Scooter was like, well, if Applejack comes and Rarity goes, I could probably get maybe Rainbow Dash to come. I know she's my main bro, so it might happen. But then, of course, we see Applejack get ready, and then Sweetie Belle does the old civil rivalry guilt trip. For those who don't know, that's when you pretty much go up to your older brother or sister and go, "Oh, so you don't want to spend time with me, your little brother? Okay, I guess I could just go play alone while everyone else goes camping." And it's pretty much doing that. So Sweetie Belle gets Rarity that way, but Sweetie Belle doesn't get off that easily. She gets the ass ton of luggage that Rarity brings with her, which I was actually expecting a joke from somebody in the Brony community to make a joke with Spaceballs, where the princess is stranded on a desert planet. Spaceballs is a parody of Star Wars, but like the princess is stranded and she brings all this luggage with her, and she's like, "Yeah, that's my essentials." And you're like, what the fuck? And she has a hair dryer this big just in case she needs some extra curl in her hair. And there's even a curl lashing eyelash curl joke in there. Like, so I was like, that's Rarity. That's Rarity. She goes, she compromises, but she doesn't fucking endanger the whole thing. She doesn't forget her whole shtick. She'll go do something, but she'll do it begrudgingly. But of course, Rainbow Dash shows up late, fashionably late, and Bee's all's a badass. And after that, she tells a scary story after they get the fire set up and the tent set up, where Rarity has like an inflatable 15-foot damn tent with, I guess, with a balcony. I don't know how that happened. That's why it is like foldable, but all right. But Probably somebody with physics could tell me how you can have a foldable balcony. But anyway, uh, so they go around the campfires, tell campfire stories, and Rainbow Dash, because she's Rainbow Dash, needs to tell a scary story because it's tradition, damn it. And of course, she tells a scary story, and Scootaloo just freaks out, but tries to play it cool for Rainbow Dash, while Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom pretty much let it out. They just are scared, and cuddle up with their sisters and go, it's okay, go to bed. Scootaloo has a nightmare, and I think this is the part where Nightmare Moon is in the Luna is in the background. And my brother was like, "Why is Luna in the background?" I'm like, I get it. She had a nightmare. Yeah, because Luna is the princess of night, and she's also a mare, which is a female horse, and nightmare. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So, and after some hijinks of Scootaloo trying to hide the fact that she's too scared to sleep at night and is always like dodging and running around and like trying to getting Sweetie Belle to like sing 100 like corn holes on the wall or something like that. Like so like 199 was a beer on the wall pretty much all night to keep them up so that she doesn't have to sleep, so she doesn't have to face those nightmares again. She falls asleep anyway, and she faces those nightmares again, but this time Luna destroys one of the nightmares and goes, "I am the princess of the night. Of course I can enter your dreams." And I was like, "Of course," because when you were Nightmare Moon, you could totally enter people's dreams, and that would have been totally a lot easier for you to take over Equestria if you just went through people's dreams. When did she have this power? I just wanted to know. It's a cool power to have. I just wanted to know when she had it. I mean, if you're protecting people from nightmares, you you you'd be pretty popular on that Halloween episode. That would have made you pretty popular. But not my place to judge. But I was just like, where'd that power come from? But of course, Luna dispatches some knowledge and wisdom, saying, "I protect you from your dreams, but what you truly fear is out there in the world, and unless you go and face your fears, you won't really learn from them." So, of course, Scootaloo wakes up, trying to figure out her own fears, and to a point where she accidentally falls asleep on her scooter and almost ends up off of a waterfall. Luckily, Rainbow Dash catches Scootaloo before she falls to the rocky, sharp bottom below, and Scootaloo finally admits that she was actually afraid of Rainbow Dash's stories. Two of them. She said like the headless horse, and which was Ichabod Crane's Headless Horseman. But and then you had like the old pony with like rusty hooves or like rusty shoes, like because they're horseshoes, they're rusty, Anywho, more horse puns. Anyway, there were a lot of jokes in this episode that I did like, but again, this being a Cutie Mark Crusaders episode, this one being a very, I'm not gonna say bland, but average episode, being like, it's not that great, but it's not bad. It's just, it's average. It's a watchable episode. It wasn't that great in my opinion, mostly because, again, I can see where Scootaloo is coming from, but I would have thought this would have been a better episode if it was a more personal episode, where it was only Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash. I feel like that would have made it a bit stronger. And they could have even included Luna a bit more because she just shows up near the end and then disappears because she's in her dreams. Uh, and I love how she goes into the moon and starts talking. I was like, so I can now add Princess Luna to the myriad of talking moon characters. Yes. But yeah, this episode wasn't bad, but it wasn't that great either. It was average. It was okay. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't discourage anybody from watching it. It's a fun episode. It teaches a lot about facing your fears and showing that Scootaloo is actually starting to grow, and Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom are actually acting as very good friends in this episode. The characters are well defined, and Rainbow Dash isn't as brash as she usually is. hmm She may be brash, but she actually admits when she used to be scared. She actually admits to Scootaloo that, yeah, it's okay to be scared. Don't worry, I'll still take care of you. She shows that care and lovingness, though in her tomboyish nature, that was brash. This is what I was talking about when I was talking about the hour-long special. This is the one I was talking about how Rainbow Dash seemed brash but not helpful. This is her being her tomboyish self, not brash, but also being helpful. To me, this was a better character study of both Rainbow Dash and Rarity, due to the fact that they still actually act like they're normal characters. But enough about that. Again, 7.5 out of 10. If you really like the Cutie Mark Crusaders, it's an 8 out of 10. But other than that, there's not much else to this episode. So until I see you guys next time, peace.